Abhinav.
Sam McDade, and I will be your MC this morning. Today's event will include some very exciting announcements, accompanied by some videos, as well as some messages from our speakers. Later, we'll have a Q&A session to anybody in attendance, and we will have a lunch following in the left room to my left. First off, before we get things going, let's give a special thank you to the City of Brampton for opening up their council chambers to us. Yes. We'd also like to thank Mayor Patrick Brown, ICCC President Pramod Goyal, and all the Brampton City Councillors, as well as Cricket Canada President Rajit Sani and Cricket Canada Director Mohammed Sheikh for coming today. Now for the reason that we're all here today, and that's cricket. Cricket is the second largest sport in the world. It is played across the world, and it is viewed by billions on a yearly basis. Behind me, you'll see two gentlemen over my shoulder who had a vision to bring this great sport and all of its entertainment to us here in Canada. Corinne Coley, our COO, and Jason Harper, our tournament director, are just two of these visionaries who brought GT20 to Canada. The premier cricket event and all of its excitement, and it will be Canada's own for the foreseeable future. It's a vision that they want to share with us here today. So it is my honor to direct you all to the video screen for a very special announcement. Everyone, GT20 2019 is coming to Brampton. Now please help me welcome President of Cosmos Sports and Entertainment, Carrie Kaplan.
Thank you everybody for being here today, and all of you guys. It's exciting for me to be here. I'll be really brief. Been in sports a long time, sports marketing company with my wife Amelia for about 15 years, and the person that's been with us the longest is a gentleman at the back named Abhinav Nangmia Kaplan. And Abhinav joined 13 years ago, and Abhinav's worked in basketball, baseball, hockey, tennis, golf, rugby, rodeo, but he's always talked to me about how cricket, the potential for cricket in this country is massive, and we've seen it happen with soccer and basketball, and never found the right fit to bring it to the extent that it can be in this country. So about a year ago, less than a year ago, we had a meeting with some individuals. There's a gentleman, Mukesh, that's somewhere in here, and Karan's father, Gurmeet, and Ashad, and they're both in India right now. And we had a couple of meetings, and we heard about this mirage of an event that happened in King City, where the best players in the world, or many of them, were there. And by the way, some people watched the event on TV. There were over 50 million people that watched, and would swear that King City is in India. So they watched it from Brampton, Mississauga, and said, "Yeah, I watched this great event in King City, but it's not. There's no King City here." But this thing really happened last year. And then the group came together, and we were fortunate enough to be involved, and we're really excited because I think it's hard to know when you're in the midst of history, but I think this is going to be a monumental day and time, as it was for, as I say, other sports. Like we see the Raptors. Basketball went through a day like this 25 years ago. Soccer about 15. And I think cricket's time has come. And this is the right city. There may be no other, there's definitely no better city anywhere in North America for this synergy. So we're really excited. It's my pleasure to introduce, it really is, as much as there are a lot of people that support this and a lot goes into it, there's one family that have invested substantial resources, financial, human, time, otherwise, to make this happen. The majority of that family is still in India. They'll be here shortly. But Karan Singh, who's behind me, is tremendous. He's a young man, but he's wise beyond his years, and he's been leading the charge here. So without him and his family, this day doesn't even come close to happening. So my pleasure to introduce Karan.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I probably have the easiest job here of anybody sitting behind me today. I came here with one agenda. I came here to share my gratitude, my appreciation for the city of Brampton, for everything the city of Brampton has done in the short space of time to accommodate us. Mayor Brown, Al, you're hiding up there. Everybody who's worked on the case file for GT20 and every employee of this city, every member of this community, genuinely and deeply, I thank you all. I genuinely Sam made my job a lot easier. She thanked pretty much everybody for coming here. Thank you for that, Sam, as well. Carrie spoke about the future of cricket. Jason, our tournament director, who's going to be coming up shortly, will speak about the tournament itself, what the event stands, what the event means, what the numbers behind this game are. At the end of the day, cricket is the second largest sport in the world with 1 billion plus fans, and the second largest sport in the world in terms of revenue generated across the world. So I will not cover that. Sorry, I took that from you, Jason. What I would like to cover in the next 30 seconds is what we hope to achieve through cricket and not just the tournament. A synergy between communities, between people. Sports is a proven, shown way of improving oneself, one's discipline. And our aim is to improve cricket not only in Canada, in North America, and then across the world. Canada, for this side of the world, is the starting point, and we owe a great debt to Brampton. So without further ado, I pass it back to Sam. Sam, thank you so much. Gentlemen, ladies, thank you so much for your time today, and I hope to see you all at the grounds 25th of July. Cheers.
Thank you, Karan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Mayor Patrick Brown.
Well, welcome to our council chambers. Welcome to Brampton City Hall for this very special announcement. And thank you to Karen and Carrie and the team and Jason for understanding the incredible opportunity that there is here in Brampton. And I don't think you're going to find a city with more passionate, proud, addicted cricket fans. And I know because I go to these cricket matches and it doesn't matter what hour of the day it is, they're cheering for their teams. I know we had the IPL finals a few weeks ago, and there were people up until the wee hours wanting to catch every minute, and there's a lot of excitement about cricket in the city. I want to acknowledge the city councils we have here today. Councillor Rowena Santos, give us a wave. And by the way, we had the mayor's cricket tournament a few weeks ago, and I saw her playing cricket. So she may be a future G20 player. Councillor Paul Vicente. Councillor Pat Fortini was here a moment ago. I think he just stepped out. Councillor Michael Paleshi. Councillor Harkirat Singh. And council has been completely unified in our desire to see cricket grow in the city of Brampton. Beyond the GT20, which we're phenomenally excited about, I just wanted to note that Brampton now boasts 12 major city-owned cricket fields and 4 minor-size fields. Recognizing the popularity of the sport, the city has 3 large cricket projects underway in 2019. So you want to look at a city, I don't think there's any city investing and building as much as the city of Brampton when it comes to cricket. We have 2 new full-size cricket fields that are being constructed at the 407 and Dixie area and at the Gore Meadows Community Center. In addition, at the Terremoto Park Cricket Field in the wards of Councillor Vicente and Santos, they're getting LED lighting, which will cover the entire field, the first of its kind for a full-size cricket field in Canada. So when we say Brampton loves cricket, we're serious about it. I know our Commissioner of Recreation is here in the back of the room, and I know constantly council keeps on going to him saying, how can we get more cricket? How can we invest more in cricket? And certainly the team here at City Hall has been very supportive. So I wanted to say to Karen, we know you had a vision, and Jason, we know you had a vision for the city of Brampton. I think you're going to find bigger crowds than you could have imagined anywhere else. Knowing the way the city rallies behind cricket, if you thought the crowds were big in King City, you haven't seen anything until you've seen the fans in Brampton. So we're so excited about this. It's going to be an exciting. It's going to be an exciting chapter in the city of Brampton's story of sports. You know, we've got a proud history in sports, but I think this is going to be a very special chapter that we're going to see unfold this summer. The making of something very special here in Brampton. I just acknowledge Councillor Gurpreet Dillon just joined us here too. Another big cricket fan, so I'm sure you'll see him at all the games. So on that note, thank you for being here, and please tell the world, tell everyone you can, the place to be this summer is in Brampton for the GT20.
Thank you, Mayor Brown. Please help me in introducing ICCC President Pramod Goyal.
A very good morning to all of you. I'm really delighted to be here to share this exciting news with you all about G20 cricket happening in Brampton. It's a proud moment, in fact, for the city of Brampton and for our South Asian fraternity who is actively engaged in the sport of cricket. And I'm really thankful to Mayor Brown for extending all the support from the city and his personal initiative. And I'll share something that he was speaking at one of our events in December, I believe, soon after you took office last year. And he mentioned bringing active cricket sports to Brampton and building a cricket stadium. And at that point, I was not very sure as to how soon that can happen. And I'm very delighted and I'm proud that he took it so fast forward that within less than 6 months, we are here to make this announcement that a world-class tournament is going to be happening here in Brampton. Thank you. On behalf of the Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce, our members, sponsors and stakeholders, I extend a wholehearted support to the owners and to the organizers of the tournament. And I think we are very excited at the Chamber to have this partnership with the GT20 League and the tournament to provide all the support. And I'm looking at the opportunity that the tournament will provide to the business community. I think as Gary also alluded in his remarks, this viewership of this tournament is pretty big. I mean, I think this year it's expected about 100 million globally. So that would definitely provide a platform for a lot of businesses to get involved and promote themselves. So once again, I think on behalf of our chamber, I extend our support and all the best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, Pramod. Now we have a few representatives from Cricket Canada. So firstly, we're going to welcome the President of Cricket Canada, Ranjit Sani.
afternoon, everyone. And members of the media, all these distinguished guests sitting on this side of the room, Mr. Mayor, and the citizens of Brampton. I bring to you greetings from the Board of Directors of Cricket Canada, and I also bring special thanks to the Mayor, Patrick Brown, for bringing global attention to the city of Brampton by volunteering and coming forward to host the Global T20 Canada this year. Somebody else came with this name GT20, but I had named it Global T20 Canada. That is another name. It represents the Canadian mosaic, Canadian culture, our community as a global village. So Brampton is a city which is going to host the players from all over the globe and bring special attention to Canada and the city of Brampton this year. I myself am a resident and taxpayer of city of Brampton. I'm very proud to be part of this community, very happy to live here. The interaction of the community in the city of Brampton between various cultures is unique. It's only fair that Brampton hosts Global T20 Canada from that respect. We are also very pleased with the infrastructure investments that have been made and are being made, and there's a commitment to invest more in the future by the city of Brampton. At some point, Canada has to decide and come up and give the name a city which will be called the home of Canadian cricket. I'm not sure there's going to be any competition because Brampton might win it by default. I want to thank Mayor Patrick Brown and his council and all the people that work in the city of Mississauga, those who are making this event happen. I hear a lot of stories of extraordinary and more efforts and being made by everyone to make this happen. The time is short, but if one city can still do it, it is the city of Brampton. So thank you all.
Thank you, Ranjit. Now, please help me welcome Mohammed Sheikh, the Director of Cricket Canada.
Thank you. I'd like to start off by reiterating some of the sentiments of the President of Cricket Canada, that thank you very much to Brampton, to the CAA Centre, to Patrick Brown, and the councillors for bringing this event to Brampton, because I live here and it'll be easy for me to go to the games. So this is huge. Like I said, it's in the second year. It's a world-class event for cricket, second to none. We had all the best players come here. Karan and his family left no stone unturned. They gave everybody, the crowd, the players, the best treatment. I think people are itching to come back and see this event. Having the venue in Brampton, I think is pretty central. We have a lot of cricket lovers in this region, and it'll help to develop the game not only in the region but in Canada. And Brampton is the leader for supporting cricket, not only at the international level, but at the local league level, where there's thousands of players on the weekend looking for a place to play cricket. So again, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at these games. We want to see the stands full, we want to see the support, we want to show the world that Canada is all about cricket. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed. Now please welcome our tournament director, Jason Harper.
Good morning, everybody. Protocol being established by the mayor and everyone who's spoken before me, I have the easiest job to tell you about how cool GT20 is. Mohammed, just to take an underscore, we haven't decided fully yet where the venue will be in Brampton. We're still taking suitors. We're still having discussions and seeing, but the tournament will be in Brampton in 2019. CAA Center is one of the people we're considering. There's a bunch of interest behind the tournament, and we'll get back to you and let you know when that happens. But until then, let's talk about what we have. Last season, the mayor was right in saying that GT20 brought a new sport property to Canada. And internationally, we're the first cricket tournament of this nature, franchise T20 cricket tournament to be held in North America, this magnitude. Other people have tried, we've executed. Very small team of committed people, many of whom are in the audience today. They're quietly sitting here, but these are people I want to start with by acknowledging. Lawrence Sinatambi and his family. Amir Shamsi, our event director. Harkirat Bajaj, we would be nothing without you. Mukesh Narula, the entire team, Wendy and Chris Lang, Carrie and his team, all of these fantastic young people here. These are the people who make GT20 happen. The players are the players. We get the world's best players because Canada is an easy sell. But once you get here, there's a committed group of people that we stand on their shoulders as the tournament director and Karen as the CEO in order for this to happen. So let's jump into the quality of player that we're having this year. If you paid attention, last year, Vancouver Knights, led by Chris Gill, won the first edition of the tournament at King City. He's back again this year. We have some other quality players in the lineup that we've signed on as marquee players. Last year we had about 12 marquee players, but the interest is so high now we've had to take on 18 marquee players. And by 18 marquee players, I mean the best players in the world. You watch the Cricket World Cup, you'll see some familiar faces in a couple weeks after the Cricket World Cup coming to Brampton for GT20. These guys are currently playing in England with their national teams, and once they're finished with their national teams, they'll be coming over to Canada to play in our tournament. So we have a tailwind. Last year, for argument's sake, our final was held on the same day as the FIFA World Cup final in last year in Russia. Our final was the same day, same time. We were still able to sell out because of the committed fans, many of whom from Brampton took the drive up to King City to participate with us. So we expect even bigger crowds this year now that we're bringing it closer to home. Cricket, GT20 is just the icing on the cake for a lot of work that has been done in this country for many years, led by, for a long time, President Saini. I think he's quietly understated his role, and he's the person who came up with the concept of Global T20 Canada. We're executing. So we stand on his shoulders for delivering that tournament, and I think President Saini and his team deserve a round of applause. President Saini's Cricket Canada, but there are community organizers in the Brampton community and across Canada that ensure that cricket happens every single weekend. Names like Prem Prasad, key people that deliver the game to the community and to the children every single weekend. These are the important people. I'm just here with a cool job, looking after the players and making sure that we're on television. That's cool. But once GT20 leaves, it's the people in the community of Brampton and other communities in Canada that ensure that this sport will continue to grow here and internationally as well. I've acknowledged my team. Thank you so much, guys. I mean, we're about to essentially go to war now with delivering this tournament. We're a little bit behind time, but we'll make it happen. Last year we did it with 6 weeks, and we have a little bit more time this year. So July 25th to August 11th, we're expected to deliver another world-class tournament, this time in the city of Brampton. It's so much fun. I drive from Whitby to Brampton every day. So it's interesting for me, but the energy is, I can't replace it. This is where cricket needs to be. This is where cricket has to be going forward. And we're grateful to the mayor, and Al has been a rock star in assisting us in getting things moving forward. So just to talk quickly, we have 5 going on to 6 franchises. If you paid attention last year, we had 5 teams and the West Indies B development team came last year. They won't be coming this year. We've created a 6th franchise. So last year, the Vancouver Knights won, Toronto Nationals, which is obviously by default the most popular team, Montreal Tigers, Edmonton Royals, Winnipeg Hawks, the 6th team. We're determining which Canadian city we're taking the name for. Even better news too as well, Justin just gave me a flag. Tickets are on sale, season tickets are on sale. You can reach out to the guys at Cosmos, Justin, Abhinav, Great guy, man. I appreciate you, man, so much for your commitment and desire and willingness to get this over the line. Thank you. And when I say world-class players, we had a very quiet, open registration, global registration, right? We put a thing on our website, say if you're a cricket player anywhere in the world, and you have these 2.5 weeks off, and you're interested, apply, reserve a price, and you'll be drafted potentially by one of the teams. We had almost 1,100 people from around the world apply to participate in GT20. It's because it's an easy sell. Comparatively, the Caribbean Premier League, which happens shortly after us, had about 500 people. Canada had double that applying for GT20, and last year we had a similar number for registrations. We're a second-year league. They're going into their 7th year. So we have something. The rest of the world is paying attention. It's now for me and my team to deliver a world-class tournament to Brampton. That's my role, and we will do so. Thank you so much for your time.
We have another exciting video for you guys on the video board.
I want to say good day to all for the launch of the Global T20 being held in Canada. This was a great tournament last year. I had a wonderful time. I'm sure all the cricketers had a great time. It's mixing local talent with the international talent, and it's so amazing to see what has been done at that tournament. It's going to be another great year, and 2019 is going to be an awesome tournament. Good luck, everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm so excited to actually see the Global T20 tournament being played in Canada for the second time, which starts on the 25th of July. It's going to be played at Brampton, and already over 1,100 players have registered to play in this tournament. Some of the very good young up-and-coming Canadian players against some of the best in the world. The Global GT20 starting on the 25th of July. I can't wait.
Hi guys, I'm Mr. Macron. I'm here to wish all the luck to Global G20. Last year it happened, all the top players of the world there. They were there mixing with local talent. The idea is to promote the game. I would like to thank and wish all the luck to Gurmeet, Ashit and Sonaji and his team, GT20, all the very best. And I'll be there, and I'm very excited that I'm coming to watch some local talent and see what have you got. Canada, see you soon.
Now those were just some of our player ambassador videos, which got everybody I could see very excited. So now I think it's appropriate time to open up the floor for a Q&A. So if you do have a question for any of our speakers, we'll bring you over a microphone. So at this time, we'll start a Q&A.
Hello. First of all, congratulations, Karan and Brampton Mayor Mr. Patrick for organizing this event. My first question is that looking at the challenges we have here in Brampton about the quality of the ground, how we are making sure that we will be prepared by the time the tournament will start.
Yeah, so we've engaged the premier pitch and field individuals, consultants, to deliver a world-class facility. The challenges are the challenges. It's still very early in the game for the sport and development of facilities. That's why the mayor's investment is so critical for us going forward. But we have the people behind that will ensure that it's a world-class facility. We won't have Lords or we won't have we will create our own version. You saw what we did at King City last year, where we created a temporary stadium. It's very similar to what we're doing this year.
Last time we saw that King City was the only ground where all the matches were done.
Yeah.
And we saw that how the pitches were started behaving very badly after some time. But how many grounds we are allocating for the tournament, and how we are making sure the pitches are ready?
Brilliant question. Good question. Paying attention last year, we brought in field turf from New Zealand to do. We're actually the only people in North America doing this. We're dropping in pitches. We're preparing the pitches elsewhere and dropping them in. They're already here. So we're doing the work to ensure. We heard the feedback from some of the players last year that King City, it was one day. One day happened where there was a few balls that misbehaved. But this year we've taken that feedback and we've taken the steps necessary to ensure that the quality of pitches, as you know, it determines the outcome of the game. So that's one of our critical success factors is if our quality of pitches are good, then the players won't have anything to comment about. But thank you for that question.
Hi, this is Farooq Siddiqui from Sports Trend Canada. Quick question. Last year, there was no restriction or to how many Canadian players will play in a game. Do we have any update, like how many players must play in the game this year?
I'm in the hot seat. Last year, we had 9 internationals. That's been reduced significantly this year. The International Cricket Council, as part of their development initiatives, has pushed back on us and said, listen, you need to get more Canadian players involved. So you will see more Canadian players involved in the process, in the final playing 11, not just in the franchise pickup. Determining that number will be totally dependent on the franchises, but the ICC and us are still working through the parameters about how many Canadians will be in the final playing 11. Last year was 1, this year will be closer to 2 or 3.
Jason, Tony McQuad, Cricket Canada Wickets. Can you say exactly when the 18 marquee players are going to be announced?
In the next few days, probably by the end of the week. By the end of the week, we should be able to announce the marquee players, and then the draft. We're earmarking 20th of June to do the draft, so we'll be in good stead to get things going. Yeah.
And a second question. One of the comments about last year was that the ticket pricing for a first year of an event in King City was comparatively kind of high. Are there any changes this year? Or will there be any changes to the ticket pricing to make it more attractive to spectators?
The guy sitting next to you, that's his department. So you need to vote him for that question. No, we've taken that feedback into consideration and we've made some adjustments this year. Coming to Brampton, again, you have to make it affordable. And the timing for our games, as you know, Tony, 11 a.m. in the morning to meet television time, and then particularly on the double headers, which are the weekend games, or the 4 p.m. games, we've adjusted those to suit what we think the market would find favorable.
One final question. The 6th team, initially there was an announcement that it might have been in New York.
Yeah.
Now you're saying that that's changed. Any consideration?
So the ICC has pushed back on us, and to their credit, they want us to protect Canada, so it will be named after Canadian City.
So given President Saini's announcement or favoritism towards Brampton as the home of Canadian cricket, is any consideration being given for Brampton to be the 6th franchise?
You must be reading people's emails.
So conveniently, that's me. The truth is, we would love to have a Brampton team. And the fact is that I was speaking to Mayor Brown on that if there is an individual or a set of individuals who wants to take ownership of a franchise, we would be more than willing and happy to rename it the Brampton franchise.
It's all dependent on what the owner requires, but yeah, we can create that.
This is for Mayor Patrick Brown. One of the pre-election promises that popped up about building a world-class cricket stadium. Is there any progress on that front?
So we're continuing to work towards having a multi-use sports stadium. We believe that there could be a great partner here, and it's still early days, but we believe there's a great partner in the GT20 to have a world-class stadium. They aren't here just for, we're hoping they're not here just for 1 year, that this could be a long-term partnership in which we will create something that could be used for this tournament that would be a lasting legacy for cricket. And so I think GT20's presence in Brampton brings the goal of having a world-class stadium even closer. And so it's premature to tell you much else now, other than there's been some active conversations.
Hello. Last year we had players from all over the world. The only thing was missing some players from India. My question is to Mr. Karan. Is there any confirmation from anybody?
No comment. Kidding. Well, there are. I don't want to raise anybody's expectations unduly, but we felt that gap as well, because right now India produces some of the finest cricket players across the world. The good news is that we have a few Indian players who've registered in the open draft, and quite a good number in fact, and a lot of 110 Indians have registered, and I think about 30 of them are of the top caliber. But anybody who you see playing for India right now is definitely not on the radar because of the government restrictions. So, but this year there will be a few Indian players of note in GT20, and they will be coming to Brampton. Yep.
Yeah, thank you very much for organizing a wonderful, this dreams comes true. Thanks to Patrick Brown and the whole council. This is always our dream for our South Asian community, because we always watch the TV, but now it's coming to watching the thing, because the sports is, it's not a sports in a South Asian country, it is a religious actually. And also just building on that, Patrick Brown has a very good connection with the Narendra Modi. Definitely he can push it something to bring the top talents, people fill the gap, I believe. So I just want to once again thank you for this organizing this wonderful sports here. I think it's going to be a great dream come true for Canada. Thank you.
Isn't India playing Pakistan on June 16th? Yes, sir. So they may be a little busy with that. I won't ask the crowd who you're cheering for.
Hi. For companies, whether it's Toronto-based companies, Brampton, Canadian organizations, could you elaborate on maybe some of the opportunities for them to do business at the tournament, whether it's hospitality, anything more you could share for the audience?
So, for businesses to have presence at the tournament, we have multiple brackets. One is simply sponsorship, in which you get an allocated inventory in terms of some media time, ad time, physical presence in and around the ground. We of course welcome hospitality partners to set up their hospitality booths in the food court that we're putting up. And if you're looking to align in any other way, and if there's a way we're missing, we're more than open to a recommendation from any business saying that I think we could be a good fit here. But at the moment, we would love to have businessmen and business of Brampton join hands and back GT20.
Can I add to that, Karen? I think that's why we have the Chris Langs of the world and Carrie Kaplans of the world here. We have the best sponsorship guys that once you get in contact with them, sponsorship and revenue guys, they'll be able to design a package for anybody in Brampton that can suit their needs, from broadcast all the way down to ticket revenue. So Chris is a Hall of Famer in sports marketing recently. So we just get in contact with us and we'll make something work with you in Brampton to get it right.
All right, you have time for one final question.
Please.
Thanks for that. Jason, this question is for you. My name is Sandeep. I'm from Australasia Cricket Academy.
Okay.
I want to know about under-19 status players playing in GT20.
Say again?
Under-19 players.
Under-19 players in the final 11 or in the
Yes, in the final 11. Like in IPL, it is there. It's one player is a must.
Yes, it's a good concept for development purposes. That's more of a question for Cricket Canada. We're working closely with them to design. So we have 6 franchises, right? So there's a particular portion of the 6 franchises designated to Canadian players. Whether those players are under 23 or under 19, the development initiatives come from Cricket Canada, which we execute with them in conjunction with them. So whether or not an under 19 player is put into the system, it's something that we need to agree on as a party going forward. But last year we had an under 23, we had several under 23 players playing, and we've designed with Cricket Canada again high performance group that got together earlier this year with Dilip Vinsakar. So we're starting to seed, as you remember, IPL is 10, 11 years going. We're in year 2. We're starting to seed that development initiative within Cricket Canada as part of our overall plan and execution with them.
This Canada under 19 is a very good team, as you must have seen. They play
Yes,
well.
yeah, definitely. So
I would really love to see under 19s playing with those elite players.
We would too, right? We would too. Just being in the environment of the elite players is an excellent addition for these young men. But over time, the development initiatives are those of Cricket Canada to run. We're just here to facilitate that.
Thank you.
All right, thank you everyone for your questions. I don't know about you guys, but I can definitely feel the excitement about GT20 coming to Brampton. Just a show of hands, who feels the excitement today about coming out and seeing Brampton represent? Yeah. Okay, well we have more exciting stuff going on. So we are trying to name our mascot. So this is a competition that we're launching. It's going to be on our social media as well as on our website all the way until June 30th. And I mean, just naming the mascot and saying we did it is exciting enough in itself, but we're also going to be giving away a pretty incredible prize. So if you do manage to name the mascot for the GT20, we are going to give you a trip or 2 to Europe and a 3-night stay on us. So this concludes the proceedings for today. We want to thank everyone and all who attended. Please head on down now. We're going to have some refreshments in the lunchroom and some beverages. So once again, it's been an honor hosting for everyone today. And we'll see you all back in Brampton for the GT20.